Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido for our season 35 review now. So just going to go through what's been happening in the second half of the season. So straight into fixtures. So after our Welsh Cup fourth round versus TNS, very big win. We took on Aber Uni, another big win here. Sam Davies getting four in this game, which is pretty incredible. Capacielli with the goal there. Then we took on Real, Owen Sheridan with a goal. Inter away, pretty simple, 4-0 win. Sam Davies, Capaferri, and Henderson with two there. 3-0 versus Newtown, Henderson and Nelson with two. 1-1 with ABBA, quite annoying, Nelson with a goal. And then a 1-1 draw with Real in the Premier League quarter-final. It was 0-0 at full time, which is pretty incredible. And they scored straight into it, and then Sheridan got us back right before this, I think, well, like 5 minutes to go. But then we won through penalties, us holding our nerve, and I think it was, in fact, Minkov getting the penalty save, which is quite good. Um, After that, we actually had a 1-0 win over Aberuni, Jordan with the goal. 2-1 win at home over Inter to take us through into the quarterfinals. Capaferri, Nelson with goals there. 2-1 win over Care after that was Grindley and Nelson with goals. 5-2 over Real. Kolesnikov, Donolan, Alimi, and Kurasar with goals. We then took on Barcelona in the Champions League quarter-final. They've got some good players. Aitor is one of them, 22-year-old striker. And then also Pau, very, very good 26-year-old striker. We lost 3-2 away. I was quite happy with it in the end, but it was 2-2, but then they scored right at the end, which was really, really frustrating. Because I'm going to show you next. We beat them 4-3 at home. We kept taking the lead and they just kept bringing back. We went 1-0 up, 1-1, 2-1 up, and then 3-1 up, which was winning, then 3-2. And then they made it, I think it was 3-3, made it 4-3, but just couldn't get that final goal. And that meant it was 6-6 on aggregate, but they went through three away goals. Really, really frustrating. Really just, oh, it was so bad. Um, but then, so really just, because it was not even an English team. That's the really annoying thing. But I guess it's away goals. It's just, defence wasn't good enough, really. We're going to have to improve on that. But there we go. Airbus, in the World Cup semi-finals, a 4-0 win. Elias, Palmer, Malonji, and Baker. 2-0 over Newtown. Henderson, Jordan, and then compounding that was a 1-0 loss to ABBA. Really annoying, even though they did play a sort of weakened team, still a 1-0 loss, quite annoying to end our winning streak. Friendly, then we had the Premier League Cup final, 4-0 over Newtown. Sam Davies with two, Henderson and Kurosawa with goals. 2-0 over Care in our only youth team, Blackburn and Stephen Knight with goals. Very nice to see complete youth and reserves there. And then finally, ABBA in the World Cup final was a 1-0 win, an own goal from Caleb Lewis. So, in the end, this is the league, how it works out. We finished top, 28 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss, 87 points, 93 goals for, 16 against. ABBA in second, 63 points. ABBA Uni, close behind, 2 points behind, 61. Then you got Newtown, Real, Care. TNS finished top of the relegation stage. Banger, Ryder, Airbus, and then as you can see, Kramerman and Prestian. Kramerman actually did better. They took over Prestian in the end, 11 and 10, but they did concede 102 goals, which is pretty crazy there. Stats wise, players, we had Jordan and Palmer up there with the average rating, but otherwise, I don't think we were really anywhere. But awards, Manager of the Year went to me for the second straight year again. I'm now 60, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, another one for me. Player of the month, no, Player of the Year went to Javier Palmer, which is pretty crazy. 17 appearances, 7 goals, 8 assists in the league. 7.44 average rating, so apparently he did very well. Don't really know if he deserved it or not, but we'll go with it. Team of the season, we had 6 players. We had Jordan Castaneda, Elias, Grindley, Malorgio, and Palmer in there. I would say someone like Malorgio would probably get it before him, but like the Player of the Year. But I'm not going to argue. Top goal scorer was Reece Wigg again, from ABBA. 34 now, 28 appearances, 28 goals. Pretty crazy. Samuel Abubakar from Newtown with 21. And then Seamus Donnelly from Real with 19. And then finally, Young Player of the Year also went to Luis Javier Palma. So he got both awards there, which is pretty cool for his first season with the club. If I show you stats for our players, 22 goals for Henderson, making our top goal scorer. Then we had 16 from Malorgio. I'll change. Let's put on loan or trial. What is that? Is that changed up top? No, no one. Malorgio, Sam Davies with 15, 11 from Capaferri and Nelson. Palmer got 8 along with Kurosawa and Baker. Sheridan got 6. Palmer got Elias got 5. Assist wise, 15 for Nelson, 12 for Henderson. Capaferri with 11. Palmer with 10, 9 from Kurosawa, and 8 from Elias. So, I'll show you what happened with the Champions League. It was a bit of a weird Champions League. I'll show you the quarterfinals. There we go, back to the quarterfinals. So quarterfinals was Barca versus us, they won that. Man City versus Ajax, Man U versus Bayern, and Valencia versus Olympiacos. So we could have got Valencia, which would have been a really crazy tie if we got it. But Valencia actually beat Barca. Man City beat Man U. So it was a Man City versus Valencia final. And I thought Valencia might be able to do it. But in the end, 2-0 win by City. The English dominance continues. There we go. Look at that. Man City now, they haven't won it since 2035. So it's been a long time for them. But they've won it now. Valencia coming second. Very odd in Wembley. But yeah. That's how that went. I did promise we're going to go through our team now, so I'll just go through our players as it comes, I guess. And just, yeah, so we got Patrick Fox in goal, our Irish keeper that we got from UCD quite a few years ago now for 100k. At the time was a record transfer, so it was a big risk for me. Like myself, I believed it was a bit too much. But in the end, he has paid us back a lot. 112 appearances for the Irish national team, and he is our main keeper. He always plays Champions League games and stuff. We do have younger keepers coming through, but he is still a lot better. He's got great stats overall. But he probably will be in the decline the next few years, so I'm going to be integrating younger goalkeepers on a bit more earlier. After that, we've got Sasha Frolich, who in the end didn't play that often. He only played a few games actually. Wasn't as good as he cracked up to be. But we'll give him a lot more chance next year. If not, we can load him off and then sell him, I guess. But yeah, that's him. Not much to say. Alan Henderson, the big man on campus, literally 6'4", very good. As you can see there, 22 goals in 26 games, 12 assists. He's just fantastic. 22 as well. 350k from Falkirk, which is a record. Well, kind of a record. But yeah, he has repaid definitely. Very good player. Incredible. He's got a lot of interest from a lot of people. So hopefully you can hold on to him. But yeah, there we go. Robert John, our Nigerian right back, who we got from Man U actually. He used to be English but decided to play for Nigeria. Didn't do so well at the start, but he's come into it a lot more. He's played a lot right back this year due to the fact we didn't have that good of right backs, but he's been doing very well. He can play there or centre mid very well. Generally a very good player for us. And he's worth quite a lot also, which is a bit weird. Then we got Ivan Jolic, who is our backup right back, Croatian, 25 now. Might look to move him on. Got him on a free from Dynamo 3 years ago, so I might look to move him on now. He's getting a bit old for us. So yeah, so he might be moving on. Daishi Kurosawa, very good first season, 21 years old now. 8 goals, 15 games, quite nice there. So yeah, he's going to be getting a lot more first team football next year, probably from the right wing. But still, first team football's first team football. Then we got Malorgio, who has a very good season, great stats. Got on a free from Juventus with the sort of loan, like sort of not glitch, but the loan tactic sort of thing where they're interested because they're in England. and he's had very, very good season this year. 16 goals, 8 assists. Gonna be having a lot more of a prevalence next year, probably from the attacking mid role. So that's good to see from him. Then we got Markey, 33 now, definitely starting to get on a bit, but he's still one of the better centre backs we have. Very great, good stats there. We actually bought him for 75k from Shelbourne in 2031. Incredible. And since then, he's had over 7 rating every season. He's still played 16 games this year. Pretty incredible from him. So, and look at that, 141 Irish appearances. So hopefully he's going to retire with us eventually. Might be a few more years before that, but he's very good for tutoring as well with 70 determination, 17 heading, 16 tackling, and 20 marking, along with 18 positioning and 19 leadership. Great stats overall for a centre back. Then we got Nelson. Uh, yeah, very good this year. Probably going to be integrating him out of the team a bit next year due to the fact he's getting older and we got better younger players coming through on the left wing, but he's still great for tutoring. Um, got him from a free against from Shamrock, which was a bit crazy. Um, yeah. Then after that, Luis Javier Palma, who we got on free from Barcelona. That's not the best stats, but as you can see, Welsh Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year did very well this season. Gix Wade, 24-year-old English centre mid. We also got on a free. We get most of our players on frees, I'll tell you that. From Huddersfield, great mental stats actually. Really good mental stats. You don't really rate. You don't rate him as much, but he's played a lot this season. Sort of in all over the place actually. Quite a few in continental. So he's definitely going to be a big part of next year, which will be quite good. After him, you got Daniel Abazatoe, 26-year-old Romanian striker. We got on a free. Don't know if he'll be here next season. He's getting on a bit, and we've got younger players coming through, so I might look to sell him on, but either or, he's still a good player to have there. Had a few good seasons, especially last year. 15 goals there, very nice to see. Just didn't get as much playtime this year due to Kurosawa and Palmer coming through. But yeah, then you got Dale Ardley coming in from Chelsea, backup goalkeeper, had a few games, did pretty well. Capaferri, 26-year-old Italian winger, very good on either wing, so he's always going to be here for quite a while. He's been our main right winger actually, so that's good to see. Going to be here next year probably, unless some amazing bid comes in for him. But yeah, he's been doing well. David Capizzielli, our star Italian centre mid, also on a free from Juventus. I think all our Italians come from Juventus basically. Been here for quite a few seasons now, but still amazing. 15 million, so he might, if the right bid comes in, he might move on. But I think I'm going to try and keep him because he's really, really good. Then you got Castaneda. I think he'll have a bigger part next season as a right back. 21, Spanish, got some good stats. Hopefully, you can develop him a bit more and keep going. Darren Baker, our Welsh centre back, who's now starting. Going to be starting next year. Very good. He's quite improving quite a lot, and he's putting in some solid performances. So quite happy about that. Sam Davies getting on a bit now. If the right bid comes in, I might look to move him on. But if not, I'm happy for him to stay. Very good attacking mid. He'll be sort of fighting with Malorgio for the first team place for attacking mid. So let's see how that goes. D'Ottavio, our starting left back, Italian from Inter actually, not Juventus. So he's 23 now, can probably developing a bit more, but very good. So keep developing him. He'll probably be first team next year, which will be quite good to see. Then we got Jimmy Elams, got on free, another English centre mid, more of a backup player. Hopefully he gets a bit more game time next year. Nothing more to say. Ferguson, not happy, wants to go. He just never was what he was promised to be. Got him on a free from West Ham, but he was one of the players that sort of made me mould into a bit of a different formation from the 4-2-2-2 to the 4-2-3-1 sort of thing, but never really did it. But so he's probably going to be moved on. And then after that, back to Fox, and then we got reserves and everyone. I'll take you quickly through reserves, big players. Grinley, he's getting first team. He's getting moved to the first team next year. Fantastic player, only 19 as well. He's worth 11 million from Scotland. We got him from St Mirren for 350k. Brilliant mental stats and just general stats overall. He's wanted by quite few big clubs. Tottenham, well, only Tottenham actually. But yeah, Joe Alimi, he'll be coming to the first team. 20-year-old Welsh/Nigerian. Um, Very good stats. Will be coming in there. Elias also, he's going to come into the first team. Brazilian and Welsh. Very, very, very good. 19 years old, so he's going to be coming into the first team. Hopefully, he can get some goals up front. Jordan also, he'll be coming to the first team. Our Irish centre back we bought for 80k from Cork City, so he'll be doing well. I think Joe Donnellan, he'll come as a backup striker. Ireland from Cork City as well for 90k. So there we go from that. And then we got some other players who sort of have backup roles, like Sheridan and Knight, Blackburn, Gareth Miller, and then like the two Scotsmen here. But yeah, so I think did I show you them actually? Um, but no, yeah. And then we got the under 19s. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you our youth intake. But obviously we got Kolesnikov, very good, becoming more into the first team as well. Minkov as well. He looks like the backup right centre goalkeeper actually, the main one, which is very good seeing he's only 17. Mark Osborne as well, left back, doing very well. Backup left back mainly, like our priority left back, which is quite nice. Daniel Diaz is a centre mid. Probably our best players come through the youth intake was Alan Smith, another left back. 16 determination, not the best, so hopefully next year we can get some better players. We did have a Japanese goalkeeper come through, which is pretty crazy there. But otherwise, I think that's it. So there's probably been quite a long episode going through the transfers and stuff. But anyway, guys, I will be back next time for the season 36 February review. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.